Okay. Why not? Let's react to some of the early afternoon Sunday NFL action. Um, Before we get ready for the big Sunday nighter. Um, well, there were a couple games that do kind of affect the Vikings, at least in some way, because they involved other wild card hopefuls. A couple of head to heads. Carolina went into Atlanta and won. Darnold got knocked out with a concussion. Um, I think that overall is helpful for the Vikings. Um, because again, I'm pretty much all on, got to be on the wild card hunt now. Um, and then the 49ers looked fucking terrible for a lot of their game in Chicago, but they ended up winning. They ended up putting up 30, I think. Um, so they knocked off the Bears. Um, so you know, obviously we got to play both of those teams. Still, we have to play 49ers, and then we have two against the Bears as always. I think those results are both helpful for the Vikings. I mean, you know, you'd rather have Carolina winning games because we got a tiebreaker on them, and they still have a worse record than we do. Atlanta was 500, now they're not. The Bears were 500, now they're not. We're 500. We win tonight. We're above 500, and we'll be us and I guess the Saints as the only ones in that second tier area. Um, but you know, again, I don't fear any of these teams. Like these, I think we're better than any of these teams. I think that's pretty much it for those ones. There's one other team that was kind of in the wild card hunt theoretically, and that's Philadelphia. I really blew it. I picked the Lions to win that game. I thought, okay, they've played close. They almost beat the Vikings. They almost beat Baltimore. They played pretty good against the Rams. They're home against like 2-4 Eagles or 2-5 or something like that. Maybe this will be their time to get a win. And oh, they lost like 44-6, so they're still winless. So I blew that one. Um, so I guess Philly's then also in that will be in that wild card mix. Um, Pretty crazy game. Colts Titans. Ended up watching quite a bit of that one. uh, Carson Wentz threw maybe one of the worst plays you've ever seen. Through you know got himself in trouble in his own end zone, and then like I don't even know if you can call it a throw. Like just the ball like flew up in the air and was picked off basically in the end zone for a touchdown. But then he went and led a touchdown drive right after that. Had the ball in overtime. Maybe could have done something. Throws a pick, and the Titans kick a field goal and win the game. So yeah, not very good stuff from from Mr. Wentz. Um, um, what the Rams blew out Houston. Uh, Buffalo beat Miami. Probably forgetting one or two other games there. Oh, the Pittsburgh went into Cleveland and won. That was kind of a surprise. Um, they won a game where they try the worst fake field goal, one of the dumbest fake field goals that you've ever seen. Their fucking kicker got creamed on the throw, like should have been roughing the passer because he was a passer. But they lose their kicker because he's concussed. And so the whole rest of the game, they're like, they can't try field goals, they can't try extra points, but they won anyway. They got like a turnover late, they got a turnover on downs, you know. So the Stefanski lovers who think that he's the greatest things ever, they might have something to answer for there. But and then we have Vikings coming up, just a few hours. They're still saying Prescott's not playing. I will believe it when I see it, but I'm probably leaning a little more towards maybe he won't play. But this has been a weird day. A lot of lot of upsets and near upsets and missed kicks and weird plays and stuff's happening. It's a weird day. It could get a little spooky on Halloween night, but you know, I think we'll get this win. And and then we got late games going on right now, but I don't really interest in watching another nationally televised Tom Brady game where the announcers can suck him off as he throws, little 3-yard checkdowns, on 30-yard drives. So, but that's my recap of the early Sunday games, and now it's time for the main course here in a few hours at the Purple Palace.